2,000-year-old computer? A map that shows iceless Antarctica before anyone discovered it? How about a 350-million-year-old screw? Our planet is full of mysteries and riddles, and today we will solve 6 of the weirdest objects ever found. Number 6. The Baltic Sea Anomaly. The mystery of the Baltic Sea Anomaly has captured us for more than 10 years, but may have finally been solved following frenzied speculation over the origins of the mysterious object. We're talking about the odd-shaped object found on the Baltic Sea ocean bed in June 2011. Nicknamed the Baltic Sea Anomaly, the object is a 210-foot strangely shaped feature that showed up on sonar laying 300 feet beneath the waves. Theories as to what the anomaly extends from the exciting to the wild, with some claiming it could be part of crashed UFOs on the ocean floor. Some conspiracy theorists even notice it bears a striking resemblance to the Star Wars Millennium Falcon. Others have declared it could be the remains of a sunken city lost to the waves years ago. Still, a group of divers collected samples from the mysterious entity. It gave their finding to scientists who determined that the Baltic Sea Anomaly is merely a glacial deposit. Number 5. Antikythera Mechanism, Greek Ancient Computer. This mysterious ancient Greek device is probably the first computer, believe it or not. And today, scientists took a big step towards making it work. Discovered in 1901 near the Greek island of Antikythera, the mechanism was initially an astrological clock that showed the 5 known planets' movement. It predicted astronomical events such as the moon and lunar and solar eclipse phases, but with the Earth on the universe's center. Since only a third of the device has survived in 82 heavily corroded fragments, no one has ever definitely determined how it worked. However, based on years of research, the University College London team proclaims they have figured out how the interlocking gears would have been designed to allow for the correct movements. They simply fit it inside a wooden case the size of a shoebox. The distance between this device's complexity and the rest of the items created simultaneously is infinite. Honestly, there is nothing like it that has ever been found. It's out of this world. Scientists are one step closer to revealing the secrets of the 2,000-year-old Antikythera mechanism, considered the world's first computer due to a new computer-generated reconstruction of the ancient device. Researchers have unveiled their computational model and are currently building a physical replica. Number 4. London Hammer. Are you aware of the London Hammer? Discovered in London, the American one. Yeah, there is a city of London in Texas, no joke. So, this hammer was found in 1936 by Max Hahn and his wife while walking. It also became known as the London Artifact when the rock in which the tool was trapped was alleged to be over 400 million years old. It has then asked how a tool clearly made or used by man could be discovered in a rock dated so ancient, when mainstream history maintains that man himself has only been known to exist for maybe 200,000 years. The details boggled conventional history. Suggested to be made to work with soft metals due to its shape and size, the hammer has not rusted since its finding in 1936. Also, parts of the wooden handle were turned into coal. Thought to be a tool similar to those applied in the late 1800s, there was still the magic around how it could be stuck in such an old piece of stone. The one belief is that the ancient concretion could have been formed around the tool by solvent minerals. The hammer certainly presents some interesting optics. Number 3. Saqqara Bird. Is that a plane, a bird, or a cryptid? Well, it's not an actual real-life bird and therefore not a true cryptid per se. Still, the Saqqara Bird is an exciting and mysterious artifact from the ancient past with many possible and opposing explanations. The Saqqara Bird is a tiny wooden figurine excavated in 1898 from a tomb in Saqqara, Egypt. It's supposed to be about 2,200 years old and is shaped like something what we'd recognize as a modern-day airplane with the head of a bird. It's a controversial piece because it's inspired some people to speculate that the ancient Egyptians may have understood the processes of aerodynamics. The Saqqara Bird could be a scale model of a real working aircraft or glider of some type. But wait, there's more. The History Channel has a documentary about the Saqqara Bird, tapping aerodynamics expert Simon Sanderson to build a replica of the artifact. Sanderson tested the model in a wind tunnel without a tailplane and found that it produced 4 times the glider's own weight in lift. The Saqqara Bird is just a small part of the many theories concerning ancient lost technology possibilities. Like most controversial theories, we'll probably never know the real story. It could be a model of an early flying machine, it could be nothing more than a little wooden bird, or it could be something in between. Number 2. Piri Rice Map. The baffling Piri Rice Map of 1513 showed Antarctica centuries before discovery without its ice cap. Back in 1929, Gustav Deismann, a German theologian, worked in Istanbul at the Topkapi Palace Library. While cataloging antique objects, he found a gazelle skin parchment in a stack of discarded items. The paper had a map drawn on it, and Deismann was amazed to see that it appeared to show South America's outline. He rescued the parchment, which is now called the Piri Rice Map. The map he analyzed had been drawn and signed in 1513 by Turkish cartographer Haji Ahmed Muhyiddin Piri, alias Piri Rice. Not only a cartographer, but Piri Rice also served in the Turkish Navy, holding the admiral's rank. He declared that he had used 20 different maps and charts as his source documents. 8 were Ptolemaic maps, 4 were Portuguese maps, plus 1 Arabic map, and 1 was drawn by the one and only Christopher Columbus. This simple piece of saved gazelle skin has been the basis of intense controversy in the world of cartography. For one thing, the map happens to show Antarctica almost 300 years before it was found. Not only does it show Antarctica, the continent is drawn as a landmass as it would have appeared before it got its ice cap over 6,000 years ago. The jury is still questioning whether the Piri Rice Map shows Antarctica or not. Suppose you submit the idea that this portion of the map is Antarctica without its ice cap, which has appeared on other maps. In that case, you must believe that an ancient civilization with advanced navigational skills existed and produced accurate maps of the globe. And if you think that this depiction is of the lower coast of South America, then you'll probably mock the idea of an ancient advanced civilization. Until there is absolute proof to support one or the other theory, the arguments will continue. Number 1. 300-million-year-old screw. A Russian research team named the Cosmopolis Group, which investigates UFOs and paranormal activity, declares they have found a 1-inch screw inserted inside a rock that is 300 million years old. They believe the screw is the remains of an ancient form of technology that shows extraterrestrials visited Earth millions of years ago. Yet, scientists say the screw is nothing more than a fossilized sea creature called a crinoid. The Russian team investigated a meteorite's remains in Russia's Kaluga region in the 1990s when they came across the strange object. A paleontological analysis was carried out, which exposed the stone was formed between 300 and 320 million years ago. The team also claims that an X-ray of the rock shows that another screw is present inside it. However, they don't let international experts study the object, nor have they revealed what the screw is made of. Since the original finding, much debate has surrounded the discovery, scientists scoffing to suggest that it reflects an old screw. Still, there is a much less exciting explanation. The screw may actually be the fossilized remains of an ancient sea creature called crinoid. Crinoids are a species of ocean animal that is believed to have evolved around 350 million years ago. They are identified by a mouth on the top surface that is surrounded by feeding arms. Today, there are about 600 crinoid species, but they were much more abundant and diverse in the past. What was the weirdest object on our list? Maybe you can come up with something even more bizarre. Share your story in the comments section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss an upload and you can enjoy the excellent content we send your way.